Welcome back, everybody, to another video. Now, it looks a bit dramatic here, and I don't know how loud this dramatic music is. Here, I'll turn this down a little bit. But we are here for the premiere of the Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 trailer. And as you guys can tell, this is a little bit of a new series I'm starting, which is called Quick Takes. Essentially, I just go talk about random stuff for a few minutes and call it good. There's not a whole lot of editing or like scripting to this. Obviously, it's more of just sit down and talk. And I thought, what better way to start this new series than reviewing the Poppy Playtime trailer and like reacting to it live. So that is what we're going to be doing now. All right, let's do this. I'm excited. All right. We got elevator. All right, we got the interesting. Oh, that's like our first shot of our player model. It's just a shadow, but interesting. All right. Do we get a flashlight? This is cool. It's so quiet. I'd like. We'll talk about more about it when the trailer's done. But I kind of like what I'm seeing so far. Oh, okay. There's still active security cameras. Interesting. Oh, weird. I think that's YARNABY, I want to say. Don't quote me on that, though. This is weird. Oh, okay. Oh. It's behind me, isn't it? Oh. Oh, you're so cute. Oh. You're still kind of cute. Alright, I definitely will be wish listing that, because you know we're going to be playing it. Alright, that was interesting. Okay. Weird. Is there anything else? Or is that the whole trailer? Alright. Yeah, I want to go back through this and kind of just talk about it real quick, and then talk about some other points from Chapter 4, but I just thought this would be a fun way to start off this new series. And I'll talk more about it at the end of the video, but... Alright, so at the start, you know, we go down this elevator. I don't know, this doesn't look like the same one from Chapter 3. Yeah, this looks like a different this almost gives me Garden of Banban vibes, but this looks like a different elevator than the one we went down in Chapter 3, but it could be the same. It's kind of hard to tell. We don't see much of it. But it looks like the red gas, sleepy gas, is still going to be a factor in this chapter, because we see the pipes and stuff there, which I know they kind of talked about at the end of Chapter 3 when they're like, oh, you know, we got to divert the gas to get down to where we need to go. So, assuming that's it. We also got a perspective, I'm guessing, of, I think it's YARNABY. I want to say it's YARNABY. Don't quote me on that, though, but I think that's who it is. We get to see their perspective, I'm guessing. Caves 1C. Interesting. I like the more industrial, like the further down we go in this facility, the more like industrial and stuff it gets. But this is cool. So I'm assuming that, you know, red gas still going to be a big factor in this chapter. And as I had assumed after watching the first teaser trailer, the nightmare critters and the black sheep little character is not the main villain, as I had assumed, because everybody kind of thought that they were going to be, and I'm like, Mob Entertainment wouldn't just reveal that right away. But this I thought was interesting because it's not, I don't know if it's like popularly known, but there were, in like an old map in chapter 3, there was like faded text called prison above the elevator that we take at the end of chapter 3. And this is definitely giving me that like prison vibe. You got big like spotlight looking things. You got some barbed wire across the top, and it's all like this industrial kind of look. And so this is definitely giving me like the prison vibes that they're probably were trying to hide at the end of chapter 3. But yeah, so this is gonna assumingly be some sort of prison laboratory, is my guess. A lot of the red gas. I'm surprised how much there is. But this definitely gives me, oh, you can see it coming out there. This gives me prison vibes right here. Like psych ward prison vibes. Here, we'll go back. But this gives me like psych ward prison vibes with this. You got these big doors, the little windows, and like the sort of strung out beds. So this is probably where they would keep like the more dangerous experiments, as well as probably the people who are going to become the experiments. So this is assumingly the laboratory prison, where you would like have the prototypes down here. Clearly YARNABY's down here. Either they were a failed experiment that didn't work, or, I mean, I'm assuming they probably didn't work because they have a big creepy looking mouth. But so this is most likely that sort of prison facility, which it'll be cool to explore. We get to see I'm assuming that kind of looks like a catnap. It's hard to tell, but I'm assuming that's catnap. But interesting claw foot. I don't know if that belongs to YARNABY or not. It's hard to tell. But what I think is interesting, I'll talk about this in a second, but the active security cameras. So I had watched, what was it, Game Theory? Yeah, I think it was Game Theory's video talking about the true villain of chapter 4. And they brought up, again, YARNABY. That's just what I'm calling him. And they talked about how the doctor, I forget his name, but the doctor who worked on the Bigger Bodies initiative actually is talked about how it's like, oh, you know, he's no longer here. He's out at the moment. And it kind of sounds like he's dead or something else. And at the time, Game Theory had talked about that it's either YARNABY or some other character. But I think this is interesting, how you see the eye on the screen. I think that we're going for some, what's his name? Oh, I'm forgetting his name. But from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and just Marvel in general, with that one guy who's like inside the computer screens. I don't remember his name. But he's inside the computer screens. You see him in Winter Soldier, and he's in the bunker. But this is what that's giving me. Like, I feel like the doctor was put inside of this security system. And so he's the eye that we're seeing, and he's like controlling this security system. I think that would be cool. But it definitely gives me the vibes that we're going to be dealing with both an actual entity, as in YARNABY, who's going to be like the monster chasing us around, as well as something inside the security system that is going to be also most likely an antagonist against us, as they control this prison facility, which I think will be cool. I think this will be cool. This will be a cool chapter, especially with the fact that it looks like it's going to be fairly dark. I mean, obviously this isn't gameplay, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. And we get YARNABY. They look so cute. Look at they're so cute. I'm assuming, okay, I feel like they're going to go for a more lion approach. Is almost what this is giving me, because this is giving me like a lion's mane. So I kind of I like, they're cute. A little less cute, but still interesting. That's actually cool. I like that. That's cool. And I like that there's no jump scare. I like how it's just that. But yeah, that is the Chapter 4 trailer, and we got our first look at this guy, which like I'm looking forward to this. You know, I don't have much else to say about it right now, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. Super scary looking dude. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. That's cool. I think it'll be I think it'll be a good one. Again, I don't have a whole lot to say, but I just thought it'd be fun to use this as our first quick take videos, which are going to be new every other Saturday in between my regular discussion videos, which I guess we could just talk about that now with this creepy image on screen. But yeah, so these new quick take videos are going to be a new thing running on the channel and are not just going to be FNAF like my discussion videos are typically. So these quick take videos are going to be shorter and just kind of cover more stuff, going from like Poppy Playtime. FNAF will also be covered here as well, and just topics that I feel like aren't going to be able to be talked about in length in FNAF discussion videos, or just other topics that I want to talk about. So yep, that's just going to kind of be the rundown of these videos. So yeah, that's going to be it, I guess. Not a whole lot else to talk about. Really creepy trailer, and I'm really looking forward to Chapter 4 coming out in January, so you guys know where to be when Chapter 4 comes out, because we're going to be covering it as soon as it comes out. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's new quick take. That's the name I came up with like today, so I'm still kind of getting used to it. But the new quick take videos, and yeah, I'll see you in tonight's live stream where we're gonna be doing some Curse of Dreadbear. So stay tuned for that, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and see you then.